Looking at the arts, looking at music and culture, it's really a very simple way of bridging the gap, you might say, between cultures, between language as well. And you've had great success, as you mentioned in the beginning. How did you get into that entertainment, and what are some of the projects, the big projects that really stick out in your mind?
I grew up in a family of, you could say, street singers. We would call it a minstrel. People today might not even know that word. It was the kind of show that came from the 1840s and 50s. Mark Twain and black people would do it in a show selling elixirs, song and dance and fun. Camp down, racetrack 5 miles long, oh, doo-dah-day. Stop. We're stopping the song. If we sell 3 bottles of elixir, we will continue. And then white people copied that, and they called it blackface. You would blackface. A real famous guy is Al Jolson. Anyway, I did that as a kid. And as an entertainer, I paid my way through school, singing, dancing, writing. So here in Thailand, I kind of kept it in my back pocket when I was researching, because I was torn between what I really wanted to be or do. And when I got the chance to sing, it was with these political bands who were controversial at that time. And I kind of like controversy. I grew up in a family of fighters, people who my father always just saying to us, boy, never believe the world. 99 people turn right, you turn left, because they don't know where they're going. Anyway, when I got into the singing part of it, I began to be on TV a lot. And being able to speak Thai was a good thing. And I think, Johan, being able to speak in clear Thai and polite Thai about some kind of not impolite issues was risky, and it ended up, bringing a whole group of people to listen to me. People who began to listen when I put out my own first album. Started writing columns for the newspapers in English and Thai. All of a sudden people wanted to understand this. And I think I became a kind of ambassador, somebody that wanted to say it. So yeah, that's how I got into it. And projects that stand out, wow, I mean, over 20 years, 3,000 or more shows. This is our 12th album we're about to put out, 20 books, 500-600 TV shows. So a lot of works. You can see them all at a website, toddeastwest.com. And all of my work says Todd Lavelle and Thailand, because I feel like so much inspiration has come from this country. What I'm most proud of would be, I think, a lot of our world music festivals, because they have become the signature world music festivals in the country. And I must say thank you to the people at Singha, because I just had this idea, and they backed it, and it was a crazy idea that we would have a festival with no superstar girls with fake boobs or made-up faces, but real performers from around the world. That we would celebrate humanity and include deaf, blind, autistic, HIV performers. This really was a crazy idea, but I knew it would work, and it did, and it's become, it's grown. Our signature festival is called Rhythm of the Earth. Every year in front of Central World. It's about 5 days, 5 nights of just music, food, and fun from around the world. There's a global village area where people can come and learn about different places. And I'm proud of it. I'm proud of our Rhythm of the Earth projects, which we've taken specially abled people in every area and used them to create music, art, festivals, concerts. We just hosted the Watabashi Handicap Music Festival. This is the 14th time, and we've been doing it since it started. It's a festival that travels around Asia. Every 2 years, different country. I think I'm proud of that. I'm probably most proud of not myself, but the people who have worked with us. I really am, because I know, my father used to always say, it's not hard to be crazy, but it's real hard to follow a crazy person.
True.
And I get these crazy ideas, and I'm very certain about their value. And I go, and it takes courage for other people to be part of that. And so I really respect. We work with a lot of local governments in Thailand, and I really respect those guys because they have a lot of pressure on them. And when Toddy Boy comes to town and says, we're going to do a festival of shadow puppets from around the world, and it costs a lot of money to do, and I need local money. And when they take that risk to do that, for me it's not such a great risk, honestly. For them it is. We just did a festival in Chiang Rai called World Colors. Ethnic peoples from throughout the north, and we spent a year developing their music in every way, and we brought ethnic music from about 12 countries. Native Americans from the US, the Lakota Indians came from the Congo, from a huge Bongo group from India. And to me it was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. And when I stood there as it opened, my older brother came from the US, and he was in tears, and he said, I never imagined that humanity could be like this, that we could celebrate each other's colors, and it could be so positive. And there wasn't a single, movie star kind of person in the whole thing, and we had maybe 15,000 people a night. So who was I proud of? I was proud of the mountain people who had presented their music. I was proud of the 15,000 people who came out and really listened. I was proud again of my parents and family, because they've been doing this since I was a little boy. They've been opening their doors to people of different color. My little sister is autistic and deaf, so I grew up with this openness. I never thought it would be big.
Sure.
And a note, I was just at WOMAD in England. WOMAD is the big world music festival. And I would just like to say thank you to Peter Gabriel and the people that do that, because that's phenomenal. You must go to WOMAD before you die. You have to go see WOMAD. It's amazing, it really is. And I'm very excited to say WOMAD is coming to join us in Thailand.
Oh, excellent.
In 2014.
Once again, what's the website? So at least they have a
The
place.
website is Todd Eastwest, Todd, eastwest.com.
Excellent.
And then if you have any questions, my personal email is toddeastwest@yahoo.com.
Easy enough.
And I don't do the Facebook or any other junk, but I answer every email. So if you have questions, send them. And
did you do the voiceover and stuff for in the animation?
The entire thing, yeah.
Wow.
It's the first animated film in Thai to be re-narrated in English. It's not subtitles.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
I put English words in Thai mouths.
Wow.
Took a lot of time.
I would say so.
And we casted it for about 4 or 5 months. We ended up bringing some people from the U.S. I ended up doing 4 or 5 of the voices. I can't say that on air. But, and then we did all the music. And I wrote the theme song, which I really like, if I can say that. Yeah, we went, the premiere was the other night. And with this animated film, the core is stunning. It's a 3,000-year-old epic, the Ramayana.
Yeah.
And what this guy did with it is absolutely brilliant. It's all distilled down to a very simple story of 2 friends. And I think it's very international. I want the world to see it. Whether or not they will is a whole other story. But yeah, I had fun doing it, and as it finished, he turned to me, the big guy, and he said, "We got to do this again." I said, "Yeah."
Yes.
I think we do. I think we do. But I said at the premiere, whenever I'm on stage, at the beginning of it, even before I film my TV show, I pray. Not to any real God. I just ask the gods to use me as a medium to do something good. And when I went on the stage for the animated film. I'd never seen that many reporters. We've done a lot of things, but I've never seen that was the most. And everybody was saying funny things, and I just said, "You tell me what I'm supposed to say to the gods." Yeah. And what I ended up saying was, could the writers of this epic 3,000 years ago have imagined that their vehicle would still be in motion? This is culture, I guess. That night I realized it is simply a vehicle of love. It's the way one generation says to somebody else, I don't want to die. Would you carry this on for me, please? And there it was, like real. It was real. Young people there, not for the Ramayana, but getting it. So it's pretty neat. This is a stunning medium, and I think 90% of the people in the world misuse it. It's an honor. I don't think people realize that.
Thank you very much.
Nice meeting you. Thank you.
Thank you. ขอบคุณครับ
ขอบคุณท่านผู้ชมครับ Love yourself. Love Thailand.
Excellent advice from, like I mentioned in the beginning of the show, I might say an expat extraordinaire and really human of the world. So don't go away though, because we have plenty more coming up on So This Is Thailand.
So this is Thailand, and so this is Christmas. And what have you done? Another year over, a new one just begun.
Next to me is Kun Supit from TAT Region 5. Good morning again.
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
Welcome to Israel in the morning again.
Yes, and it's the best part of the traveling that you should explore the market. Why? Because you should find the specialities of the local food to test. That's why you bring me to this market.
That's
so
right.
what is the name of the market?
We call this market ตลาดกบการนรวิทย์ or ตลาดแม่ครู the morning market here in the town of Surat Thani.
It's lively.
The owner of this market about more than 40 years old. It's very, very old. And the mostly of the people who come to here in Surat Thani people and from the 100 Canal, they often take a boat trip to here and buy the local food, fresh seafood, and there are many kind of Thai food here.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at
We
this.
have
Look
a
at
fresh
this.
crab.
Wow.
Still
Look at
alive.
this.
Yes.
You cannot talk about OTOP from Chaya without talking about the preserved egg or salted egg.
Yeah, salted egg of Chaya.
Yeah,
That's
I
the most
cannot imagine.
famous OTOP, famous product in Surat Thani. So in Chaya, there are many places they feed the duck in the farm or in the field. So that's why there are many eggs from the duck. That's why local people, they have a wisdom to preserve this egg.
Through generations.
Yeah, through generation to make a salted egg and add value for this egg. After they make a selection of an egg, they will mix clay with the salt and water.
And what is
after
this
that,
black?
they put an egg.
On the tray
Ash.
of ash.
Yeah, the tray of ash from rice.
Oh. You remember? This one is from the workshop that we just see.
Yes.
And now, before look like that, and this one is after.
Yes, this is a boiled salted egg and then fly salted egg.
But there are many more of good OTOP
Seafood,
products
yes,
in
good
this
seafood
province.
here.
And you just follow the slogan of the province. So this is the one.
A white shell, especially we can find only in Ban Phumriang in Chaya district.
And the best or the highlight of the province.
Yes, the large oyster.
Yeah, a giant oyster.
Yes. So do you know in Surat Thani, that's why all of tourists come to eat oyster in Surat Thani?
Why?
Because we have a oyster farm that's the biggest of Thailand, and we can feed and make the largest oyster. And oyster is the one of the main income for the people in Surat Thani.